The National Electrical Code, or NEC, specifies requirements for electrical installations to ensure safety. When installing electrical outlets in bathrooms, there is a minimum distance requirement from water sources, such as sinks. Specifically concerning a bathroom pedestal sink, the NEC mandates a minimum distance of 3 feet, which is equivalent to 914 millimeters, between the sink's edge and any electrical outlet. This requirement is in place to minimize the risk of electrical shock. Water is a conductor of electricity, and bathrooms are inherently wet environments. If an electrical outlet is too close to a sink, there's an increased chance that water could come into contact with the outlet, creating a potentially dangerous situation. The 3-foot distance provides a buffer zone, reducing the likelihood of accidental contact with electricity. It's important to note that this is a minimum requirement. In some situations, it may be advisable to increase the distance beyond 3 feet for added safety. For example, if the sink is particularly large or if there's a high probability of water splashing, a greater distance might be warranted. This 3-foot rule applies to standard electrical outlets, but ground fault circuit interrupter, or GFCI, protection is required for all bathroom receptacles, regardless of their distance from the sink. GFCIs are designed to quickly detect ground faults, which occur when electricity flows through an unintended path, such as through a person. When a ground fault is detected, the GFCI immediately trips, cutting off the power and preventing electrical shock. The combination of the 3-foot distance requirement and GFCI protection provides a layered approach to electrical safety in bathrooms. Firstly, the distance helps to prevent water from coming into contact with outlets. Secondly, the GFCI provides a backup in case water does come into contact with an outlet, quickly shutting off the power to prevent injury. When installing electrical outlets in a bathroom, it's crucial to carefully measure the distance from the sink to ensure compliance with the NEC. It's also important to ensure that all bathroom receptacles are GFCI protected. This can be achieved by installing GFCI outlets directly or by installing a GFCI circuit breaker that protects all of the outlets on the circuit. Furthermore, it's important to consider the placement of other bathroom fixtures, such as bathtubs and showers, when planning electrical installations. The NEC has specific requirements for the distance between electrical outlets and these fixtures as well. Bathtubs and showers are considered to be even wetter environments than sinks, so the distance requirements are typically greater. In addition to the distance requirements, the NEC also specifies requirements for the type of wiring and electrical boxes that can be used in bathrooms. For example, the NEC requires the use of moisture-resistant wiring in bathrooms to prevent corrosion. The NEC also requires the use of electrical boxes that are suitable for wet locations. These boxes are designed to prevent water from entering the box and damaging the wiring. Compliance with the NEC is essential for ensuring electrical safety in bathrooms. Failure to comply with the NEC can result in electrical shock, fire, and other hazards. It's important to consult with a qualified electrician to ensure that all electrical installations in your bathroom are code compliant. A qualified electrician will be familiar with the NEC requirements and will be able to properly install electrical outlets, wiring, and other electrical components. They will also be able to inspect your existing electrical system to ensure that it is safe and code compliant. The NEC is updated every 3 years, so it's important to stay up to date on the latest requirements. The NEC is available for purchase from the National Fire Protection Association, or NFPA, and it can also be accessed online. In addition to the NEC, many local jurisdictions have their own electrical codes that may be more stringent than the NEC. It's important to check with your local building department to determine the specific electrical codes that apply in your area. When planning a bathroom remodel or new construction project, it's important to factor in the cost of electrical work. Electrical work can be a significant expense, but it's important to do it right to ensure safety. It's also important to obtain the necessary permits before starting any electrical work. Permits are required to ensure that the work is done in compliance with the electrical codes. The process of obtaining permits typically involves submitting plans to the local building department and having the work inspected by an electrical inspector. The electrical inspector will verify that the work is done in compliance with the NEC and local electrical codes. If the work is not done in compliance with the codes, the inspector may require that the work be corrected before the permit is approved. Electrical safety is not just a matter of compliance with the NEC and local electrical codes. It's also a matter of common sense. There are several things that you can do to improve electrical safety in your bathroom, such as keeping electrical appliances away from water, using GFCI outlets, and avoiding overloading circuits. It's also important to teach children about electrical safety. Children should be taught not to play with electrical outlets or appliances and to never touch electrical appliances with wet hands. Regularly inspect electrical cords and appliances for damage. Damaged cords and appliances can pose an electrical shock hazard. Replace damaged cords and appliances immediately. Do not run electrical cords under rugs or carpets. This can cause the cords to overheat and create a fire hazard. Do not overload electrical outlets. Overloading outlets can cause the circuit breaker to trip or the outlet to overheat. Use a power strip with a surge protector to protect your electronic equipment from power surges. Power surges can damage electronic equipment. Turn off electrical appliances when you are not using them. This will save energy and reduce the risk of electrical shock. If you are unsure about any aspect of electrical safety, consult with a qualified electrician. The electrician can answer your questions and provide you with guidance on how to improve electrical safety in your home. In summary, the 3-foot distance requirement between a bathroom pedestal sink and an electrical outlet is an important safety measure that helps to prevent electrical shock. This requirement, along with GFCI protection and other electrical safety practices, can help to ensure that your bathroom is a safe environment. Remember to always consult with a qualified electrician for any electrical work in your home. They have the knowledge and expertise to ensure that the work is done safely and in compliance with the electrical codes. Following these guidelines contributes to a safer home environment. Remember, the NEC provides the minimum standards, and exceeding those standards often enhances safety.